Hello again, ladies. Lesson learned. Hopefully, you've learned as much as I've learned about Cancun and are that much more excited about this trip. Now we can play. So now I can tell you about all the fun activities I have in store for you. Each of the following slides will give you some insight onto the activities, what they are. Some of them list prices, some of them don't. You can find all that pricing information, more specific and detailed information, as well as links to websites for the events on your itinerary, the document, remember. So um, let's start. Day one, I have you coming in, arriving around 12:35, and I want you to relax and rest for a little while, of course, but on your itinerary, you'll see the first activity I have planned is for you to go get wet in the water. This is called the Jetpack Cancun Tour, and it only lasts about 30 minutes. There's a 10-minute lesson, and then there's a 20-minute flight. So, yeah, a flight. You'll be flying with with a jetpack over the water, and hopefully you're not afraid and you're willing to try something different. But I wanted to start your trip off with a splash, if you can't tell. So you'll be doing that, and then you'll follow up with something a little bit more relaxing. I have you going to Ballet Folklorico de Cancun, which is at the convention center in Cancun, right downtown, so it's not too far. It's actually a dinner show which features music, dance, and there's an open bar. So there's two prices. Your budget actually includes the greater price. I wanted to make sure that if that's what you want to do, that I included that. So for around $48 at 6:30, your first night, you'll have drinks, and then you'll have dinner, you'll enjoy a show, and you'll have an open bar. So you'll be able to enjoy a little taste of culture and live entertainment on your first night. Your second night, I wanted you to get out and really explore what the country has to offer you. So you're going on a jungle Hummer tour. They're going to come pick you up in Hummers and meet you at the mall, pick you up in Hummers, and if you want to drive, you can drive. That information again is in your itinerary, but you can drive your own Hummer if you're wanting to. You will have a co-pilot, of course, but if you're wanting to drive out in style, you can do that and explore this wonderful Mayan culture and vegetation and animals. I will forewarn you that since you're going into the jungle, there's going to be a number of iguanas in the area. You'll be able to view them up close and personal, feed them if you're wanting to, pet them if you're wanting to. It's their natural habitat and they're everywhere. So I hope that doesn't freak you out. There is stories that you'll hear about the Aluxes who were building the road to the Cancun airport. I thought that was kind of cool. You'll be able to explore the cenote there, and just lots of other things. Later on in the evening, you'll go to Teatro de Cancun, where you'll be able to enjoy some high energy and song and dance again. By a lot of the local entertainers. So there's going to be a couple shows there that you'll be able to end the night with then. On your third day, you're going to start off doing something a little bit more laid back this day, because I know I've been running you so far, but I'm going to send you to Exotic Rides Tour, which will give you the opportunity to choose which two supercars you're wanting to drive. You'll be able to drive like a professional rally, like a NASCAR driver, something different, something that'll get your engines roaring, something that you possibly would never do if you were here just in the States or somebody else wasn't planning your trip. So I wanted to offer you something fun and exciting that way. Once you finish there, you go to Tequila Hedora Sensorio Museum, which is a Mexican national spirit. It's a museum featuring the Mexican national spirit. So tequila comes from Mexico. You'll learn about that. You'll be able to visit and smell and see smell the flavor, taste the flavors, and smell the aromas of tequila, and get a brief history lesson about it. Then you'll end the night, your third night, at Cocobango Cancun, which is going to be a lot of fun. This is a place where local talent and performers imitate famous artists in film. So you'll have um, Michael Jackson or Usher, Beyonce, possibly the Beatles, all kind of different things. The Rolling Stones. They're gonna give you a great show that you'll never forget for sure. So that'll be one good way to end the night. Your fourth day will begin at oh yeah, the fourth day. I'm sorry, I really want to do this one. The fourth day begins at the Underwater Sculpture Museum. Um, Scuba Cancun Dive Center is offering this. The Nautical Associates of Island Mahures in Cancun supported this project. It is actually the work of artist Jason DeCarres Taylor. He created these life-size underwater sculptures that are made with a special sea net which welcomes microscopic organisms. So you'll be able to go snorkeling and visit this museum underwater. Please take pictures. That's going to be so cool. But the Silent Evolution, which is a 400 life-size statue described by the artist, is going to be down there. You'll be able to explore that, and that's just going to be an amazing activity. If you're not wanting to do that, I figured I'd offer you this because they were both kind of conflicting in time. And Plaza Los Toros, bullfighting is definitely something you think of when you think of Mexico, so I wanted to make sure that that was definitely a possibility if you wanted to do that. So that information is also in your itinerary for this day. It's only offered on Wednesday, as well as the underwater exhibit museum, so you'll have to choose between the two. I'm sorry. I couldn't make up my mind, so I figured I would let you guys decide. Following either one of those, you can go horseback riding, which will give you an opportunity to view a beautiful sunset and get close in contact with nature and just really explore the exotic destination in a different manner. Once you finish that, I want you to shower, and I have you set up to go on, I know I'm going to bomb this, but I'm going to try it anyway, the Melico boat tour. It's actually one of the most deeply rooted traditions in Mexico. It'll give you an opportunity to have entrees, have drinks, relax a bit, but still explore the country. And you'll be accompanied by musicians, so that will be cool. You'll be able to experience a little bit of their folklore. The next day, day 5, I have you going on tour Chichen Cancun, which is an ancient Mayan world. It is one of the world. It's considered one of the wonders of the world. The pyramid of Kukulkan. I know I didn't say that right, but it's known as the castle. And it's an archaeological site. You'll have a guided tour. There's plenty of things to be able to explore and get lost in there. There's actually a church in there. There's restaurants in there. There's just all kinds of things for you to be able to have a blast, and everything's pretty much authentic as far as cuisine. And I just thought it would be a fun way to end off the night with something, or the trip with something kind of educational and adventurous. So enjoy that as well. I hope you do enjoy that. And to end the night, the final night in Cancun, I have you scheduled to visit Excarte at night. This is actually, like, in my mind, well, okay, it's an eco-archaeological park. In my mind, I'm envisioning like a Disney World of Mexico, and I say that because there's 40 different attractions. So I know you're not going to be able to visit all 40 of those, especially not ending that night. If you're able to sneak out there throughout the week at some point, I would definitely do that and just try to explore it as much as possible. You can swim with the dolphins, you can snorkel, you can go in the underground rivers. Like, there's just so much you can do there. So I definitely wanted to include that into your itinerary. And forewarn you that if you do have a chance or want to change a few things, that Excarte is available for more than at night, and you're more than welcome to go and travel and visit that area. And considering I was able to do all of this very inexpensive and stay within your budget, we have a whopping $702 left for petty cash for food or souvenirs, so you can go and you can play and have a great time, and not have to worry about going over budget. I do hope you enjoy this trip, and I hope you enjoy my presentation, and thank you so much for your time.